Hey, I'm writing a book, and I want to say, kind of have no idea what I'm doing, but I've come up with a plan. Look, it's even written here that I'll show the paper, and now that's called being prepared. Some of you might remember me from YouTube and Twitch. It's been a few years since I've done that, and pretty much I've stopped because I started writing my book project. And I'd like to reintroduce myself because I've gone through quite a bit of change as a person from those days. I still do a lot of the same things, but I've kind of joined in on trying to get myself off of video games and social media. And I don't want to go on a rant about that because there's enough videos on YouTube about that. But all of my brain power has gone into writing this book. And I've found myself being excessively productive since I stopped social media, since I got rid of TikTok, which funny enough, when my book's ready, I might have to go on Book Talk. It's still something I have to figure out and kind of decide. But yeah, I want to reintroduce myself. So let's put that subject to the side. Hello, my name's Ollie. 36, I have dyslexia and ADHD. That's not stopping me from chasing a childhood dream of writing a book. So let's give you a little origin story here. It all started as a young 11-year-old boy or child reading the Harry Potter series. The damn Harry Potter series. Again, all of us wanted to write books. If you were 11 years old when those books came out, I was like, I want to be at Hogwarts. So that's my age shown right there. You know, there's not much I can do about that. But yeah, I wanted to go to Hogwarts so bad. I even wrote myself a letter. And yeah, so like many people my age, it made me want to become a writer. Little 11-year-old Ollie, I say, hey, I could do this too. This is easy. And so little Ollie tappity tapped away on the family computer, one of those old school Apples before they were cool. And in classic ADHD and dyslexia fashion, my mind ran faster than my fingers could type. If you have dyslexia or ADHD, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Basically, you think, but what you say or what you type isn't what you're thinking. It's very weird. It's almost like brain lag. That's how I would describe it. I get that a lot, so it's very frustrating. Hopefully I don't do it in this video. So all this to say, so yeah, my first draft was completely unreadable. It was complete gibberish. It made absolutely no sense. It was literally like if a child had tapped on a keyboard. Oh wait, that is what happened. So honestly, it was more of an outline than anything. But as you can imagine, I was devastated and hence became my villain arc against writing. Unless it was poetry, because I was surprisingly really good at poetry as a child. And I wrote a poem that was so good for a child that my teacher at the time thought I had plagiarized, and she didn't believe me that I wrote it. And I found that very offensive as a child, but I'm not gonna talk about that today because that's not what the video is about. So we're gonna skip the sob story for time's sake. And as you can imagine, writing was a torture for me, unless it was poetry. I already said that, okay? Because all kids love a good rhyme. And I feel, and I hope that's still true today. I don't really know what kids read. Let's jump ahead a few decades. And here I am now in the present. This is about a year ago I started writing. And now on, where we were, February 1st. And I'm about 89.5 thousand words into my first draft. And I know for my fellow writers, this is special. It's, again, words on the page and you're pouring your life and soul into a story. So this is my origin story and I want to have a video diary of it. I've always enjoyed making video content. I feel like I've gone kind of past the shy aspect of it and I'm fairly comfortable, and I feel like just having like a video diary of, I don't know, just this process, this everything I'm going through. It's like it's this is gonna sound really corny, but it's almost like being reborn. Like it's so new, but then so familiar at the same time. And yeah. So anyways, all this to say, I'm gonna hold myself accountable with updates on how my novel is going, because I have a duty to my 11-year-old Ollie to do this. I mean, what's better than fulfilling a childhood dream than actually doing it? And I know it doesn't make sense because I am the same person that 11-year-old child was. But like, I think back to like me as a young kid, and I almost feel like I can not teleport my mind to them, but I can like talk to them and then think of my whole life going through, and then I'm back here. It's almost like time travel, but within my own mind. I don't know if that made sense, but it makes sense to me. So I'm gonna end the video here, but just to wrap this up, I'll be talking more about this project, but for now I don't want to say more. All you have to know is it's a dark fantasy inspired by Canadian folklore in a medieval setting. There's some very, I don't know if they're original ideas, but there's some ideas that I feel like are pretty original. I guess I'll find out once I'm done writing it. And yeah, so I just want to have a diary of this really fun time of my life that I'm going through, because it's, you know, I could have a midlife crisis or I could have a writing a book crisis. And I feel like writing the book is like, crisis isn't the right word. Anyways, I'm already at 7 minutes. I thought I was going to do this in like 3 to 5 minutes. So I'm going to end the video here. But if this sounds fun and you're a writer yourself, and I'm going to be showing some of my writing, I'm going to be comparing it to what I wrote a year ago to what I wrote now. If that's something that you guys are into, follow along. If it isn't, well, I'm going to be happy to look at my writing now, maybe a year from now. It'll be fun to see. So I'm going to end the video here. Have a good one, and I'll see you guys in the next one. And I wish I hadn't done a peace sign because that looks really corny. All right, ciao.